After the release of the Creator Portal and the Mint and Print service, the team is back in building mode. Meanwhile, a TikToker with more than 4 million followers released her video on Stuff.io. Let's see how it all went down. On March 13th, Devin Winkler, a TikToker influencer model with more than 4 million followers on TikTok, released her trampoline video. You can see here her TikTok page, more than 4 million followers, lots of videos, the pinned ones with really high amount of views. Not sure if this is in order, but don't see anything about Stuff.io here, although she did post something in there. I just not familiar with TikTok, don't have an account, so maybe I can find that out. Anywho, so what is Funday.io? Funday.io is like an agent to help artists go on Stuff.io, release their own content, and reap the benefits of the Stuff.io model, which is better compensation and direct access to the funds and to the analytics as well. So Funday, it's its own company. It's separate from Stuff.io, but they built their business on top of Stuff. And they launched a trampoline series starting with Devin. And it was $8, I think. Yep, you got 10% discount if you have About Stuff episode 0, which is really cool. I don't know if this discount comes from the team giving back some of their margins, or if it's from Funday directly. But look, you have an influencer dropping something, and because you have the Genesis asset of Stuff.io, you get a discount. So always appreciate it. And then, what is a trampoline video? It is exactly that. It is this beautiful model jumping on a trampoline. And before that, she does a makeup tutorial. The whole video is around 4 minutes. So $8 for 4 minutes, $2 per minute. It sounds like some erotic phone service in a sense with this rate. But joke aside, yeah, it was a bit short. People showed limited support, 112 tokens sold. So yeah, people tried to support, but no one from TikTok came, it looks like. Looks like it's mostly people from Stuff.io. And it was a bit of a letdown. People are like, come on, 4 million followers, even if you take 0.1%, it's still quite a good amount of people, like a few thousand people who should have come. But nowhere to be seen, unfortunately. And then the week after that, there was another Funday video with Peekaboo, who is a burlesque artist. And this video was much better. It was 20 minutes, an interview, some short, maybe tutorial about burlesque, and then her having fun on the trampoline. I would say she's a real performer. She's touring. It's her livelihood, whereas maybe an influencer is a bit different vibe. So this video was much better, and the difference between the two is noticeable. That being said, if we look at the sales numbers, it's still a bit less than the first video. Too bad, people who watched it said that they're really good. And on top of the quality of the video itself, there is a raffle that will be launched sometime in April, where 50 buyers will be picked randomly and receive an autographed cover mailed to them, from what I understood. And this is pretty badass, I think. I mean, I don't know anything about burlesque, never heard about Peekaboo before, but to think that, wow, I could have in my home an autographed poster of a real artist, only 50 copies in the world, it's pretty cool, I think. And so, to help actually with the sales, Funday and Stuff held a space, and they talked about the artist and the whole process. So I'm not gonna get into all the details, but what was interesting was that Funday, they're basically fans of Book.io and Stuff.io. So much that they decided to build their business, and the idea is to help Stuff reach the masses. Not crypto bubble, but go out of that. And I think just for that, they deserve support. And so they have the funding, they have the connections, they got some people on board, they're gonna get some more. I believe next week there's a swimsuit model who will be jumping on the trampoline. So it looks like there's a theme of just good-looking women jumping on the trampoline and doing some interviews. It's kind of funny, to be honest. But I appreciate that they have their unique concept. And then we have someone else waiting on the back burner, who is, I think, Andres Cabas, Colombian rock star, who is doing some kind of revival. They shot 2 videos, live sessions in Bogota, and one of those will be released on April 24th, 1 month from now. And this is really cool because I mean, if you're a fan, it's always great to get a live performance of your favorite artist. But even if you're not, I mean, if it's a live performance, I would expect quite a long video. I hope it's just not one song, but rather maybe a 1 hour live or something like this. And yeah, the guy is doing some kind of revival, so he's getting some traction again. And it's cool that he's using Stuff as an additional channel to reach out to people. And fun fact is that this video, because it will be released before May, can actually be nominated for the Latin Grammy Awards. So that would be also a wow effect if an artist would get a Grammy for a video on Stuff.io. It seems a bit out of reach because not many people know about Stuff.io. I'm not sure how many copies it's gonna sell, but maybe it's not a matter of popularity, maybe it's a matter of the quality of the video, which is there, and maybe pushing an artist who was famous and is trying to come back. So I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but when I think in the future, when we have big labels and big artists and releasing videos, and imagine the video get nominated and gets an award, and the only place to find the video is on Stuff.io. It is a reality. It is something that can totally happen. So it's something I definitely didn't consider, but that is something that could happen and would give a lot of exposure to Stuff.io. I mean, imagine the guy giving a speech. Yeah, I released my live video on Stuff.io. They are giving back power to the creators. They help me, I don't know, reach out to new people, maybe help me with funding my next tour. And then you have an artist saying that to other artists. That would be quite powerful, I believe. Other things that Funday are doing is something called Funday Live, which are live events where you buy a ticket to attend the event and you can have an actual conversation with an artist, a content creator. And they said that, okay, you have limited tickets for those events, but also they plan events that will be completely free, including a book reading club, where they will take a book from Book.io and read it, get people together. So again, Funday is really trying to support book and stuff. And the sales numbers are definitely not high. Like, it's underwhelming when you look at the number of followers those influencers have, but they are pushing, and we should spread the word. And it's just the beginning. Imagine you're an artist and someone tells you about a new platform that you've never heard of, and they're like, hey, maybe you should sell your stuff there. I think it's already a great accomplishment that those content creators, those artists decided to try. It shows that they understand the value proposition. Then the fact that the market is not there yet is a different problematic. if they did maybe more marketing, maybe it would have helped. Or maybe we need those 1 million users. Maybe we need this big 5 publisher to give Stuff and Book.io some credit, some legitimacy. So yeah, Funday.io, more to come. Company to keep an eye on. Company pushing stuff forward. No, they deserve support. They deserve kudos for doing this. So let's see how the swimsuit model turns out next week. Last week, Josh and Sheila were at the London Book Fair. It's the third time I think they're going. It's a huge industry event. You can see some pictures from Josh here. And yeah, they did those things. So that's also a great idea. You remember this coupon code, this multi-use code, and so on. So it's those cards that, hey, you scratch, you get a code, you go to book.io/redeem, and you get a free book. So they were giving those out, only 100 of them. Yeah, this one was gone in a few seconds, so don't trade at home. But yeah, great way to show people, hey, here's a book, an ebook that you own. There's the code, come and make an account. To be interesting to see out of the 100 they got, if they managed to give them all away. And what we can surmise is that if they gave that away to people visiting them, then it's 100 people onboarded. So it works. There's another picture here, which is pretty telling. It gives you the size of the event. And you can see Ingram is here, right in the middle. And Book were hanging out here with their investor. So that was pretty nice. It's important to be there. Keep on sharing the word with the industry, meeting people, meeting publishers, and so on. And especially being on Ingram, they benefit from this aura of legitimacy. Ingram is a huge player, so if anyone coming to this booth and saying, hey, book.io, yeah, it's not the sister company of Ingram, but it's kind of the protege of Ingram, then okay, they are legit. And what we got out of this was this big news to announce soon. These are the people from Ingram, the CFO, the creator, or John Ingram. I'm not sure if he actually created Ingram, if he's just in the family, and this is the current CEO, Sean. So you can see happy faces, people having a good time. And again, you have a multi-billion-dollar company saying, hey, those guys, they're with us, and look what they do. You can see here it talks about digital services. So I wonder if they're trying to push book in that idea. So pretty cool. And I'll get back to it later, but token is going down and so on, but investors who have millions in it, so nothing, we are nothing compared to them, they're like, hey, it's all good. So just difference of perspectives. So yeah, London Book Fair, we'll see what get out of this. This was posted on March 12th, more than 10 days ago. We still don't know. So we'll see what comes out of that. You may remember in early 2023, I believe, Book.io released on LinkedIn. Yes, they have a LinkedIn page. They released the roadmap for 2023, and they had an item that was ingesting 10 million titles. And the name of Ingram was thrown out during that time. Ingram is not a publisher itself, but I guess they do have a catalog in a sense, because they need to print everything, right? So here I'm not clear on the details, but I was thinking, yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe they're gonna add some more content, not only the big 5. I don't know. We'll see what comes out of it. I don't know what else could it be. Acquisition? Like they love books so much that they decide to just buy it. Not sure how I would feel about that. I feel like if a corporation would buy a crypto company, they don't care about the token, so not so great. I mean, great for the NFT side because there are still books. Token-wise, not so infused. But I have no idea what the big news is, so wait and see. As a reminder, we're still waiting to know what the Big Five is, and there's also an investor lined up, strategic investor. So more people are investing. It can only be a good sign. No, people from the industry, they see it, and they know way better than us. So that was London Book Fair. Then during that time, Josh also met with a representative of the Ada Lovelace estate to discuss launching a project to preserve her notes, all the algorithm and so on. So that will be perfect on Cardano. Let's see if it happens, but it's again the power of going to an industry-wide event and meeting with all kinds of people. Another short news is about El Pasoverse. They released their vision paper. I didn't have time to go through it, but I'll try to and talk a bit more in details in a future video. Long story short, they released, I think, 7 books on book.io, short novels set in the Western world. If you have them, you are kind of an OG in their books, and you will get access, I believe, to their land sale. This is quite in the future, and land sale, I'm not talking metaverse, I'm talking actual land in Texas, I believe. Don't quote me on this, I didn't read the paper yet, but I do remember Ryan, the creator of this, of El Pasoverse, surveying land in the Texas-Mexico border for this crazy project. So not sure what's gonna happen there, but really cool. Also, I remember back in the day, it was said that, hey, you would read those books and earn Pasos tokens. So it's the token of this El Pasoverse. Not sure if in the end it will be with the consume to earn system, or if it's just because, hey, you hold all the books, so here's an airdrop. Not sure, but pretty cool, because, hey, the utility of a book is to read it. Then you have the ability to rent it and get some tokens, read it, get some tokens, and now the actual project itself is also giving you perks. So just adding more and more utility. I'll get back to El Pasoverse in a future video. Then what we got, some quick updates of the app, in particular the music app, where you can shuffle, repeat album, single track, maximize the player, listen while you read. Sounds, I don't know. I wouldn't do it, but maybe it makes sense for some people. I'm not sure, but what that shows is that team is building. They said now that the big items are shipped, like the creator portal, mint and print, now it's just rapid iteration. So pretty cool to get some new features. Quick word about the latest releases. We're gonna go 2 weeks back, so it's gonna take a bit of time. First one was On the Art of Reading. This is what was released during the London Book Fair. 10% minted, that's interesting. Means that only 10 people redeemed their book. It was last week, so maybe it got lost somewhere, or they didn't get around to do it. But yeah, out of those 10, probably 2 were given away on X, and you can see the floor is just crazy. Offer 75 ADA. I would take that offer. 75 ADA, it's what, like $50, a bit more now? For a book I got for free? Yeah, sure. Then what else? Diary of a U-Boat Commander. Pretty good. It's not part of any series, and yet 45% minted. Then we got the Fan Day videos, so Devin Winkler, around 100 sold. Peekaboo Pointe, I will say it in French because it's a ballet term. She sold, what, 5% of 1500, so like 75. So yeah, non for sale, at least people are diamond handing. Okay, next, the Book of Harlan. This was Akashic Publishers. Going back again with a contemporary book, how many minted? 30. So yeah, those don't sell a lot. Like contemporary book that no one knows about, only one cover. I think that what's happening is that we have maybe 100 people active buying often. And when you have things like what do we have here? The Princess and the Goblin. This is fantasy, 84% minted, like great covers, fantasy book. People like this kind of stuff, so they buy it. They buy multiples. 100 people buy 400 copies. Okay, but when you have stuff that no one never heard about, then they're gonna read the synopsis. If it's not their thing, they're not gonna buy. And to be honest, with standard editions, it seems to be a pattern. So also, if some people are just buying to resell, they don't sit in the current market conditions. Then we had Food of the Gods of the Essential Audiobook series. Wait, we don't see how much was minted here. Did it sell out? Let's quickly check. So it was 400 copies. Yep, sold out. So again, you put a series. I mean, not sure it's a classic, Food of the Gods, but looks like audiobooks are fairly popular. And then the one I kept last is a new series called World Premiere, with What She's Hiding, 100 copies sold. This is really important. Like 100 copies didn't sell out, not success. No. Calm down. Art Bell is the creator of Comedy Central, so the TV channel. So he's not a nobody. Is it his first book? I don't know, maybe. And the guy is releasing a book, and it gets on book.io 1 week before the rest of the world. Have to understand that you can say, hey, book.io, it's a small market in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, it's not Barnes and Nobles, it's not Amazon, Audible. Sure, no one is arguing that. But they got a premiere 1 week before anyone else. And that is telling. I'm really curious to know if it's the author, somehow they have some connections, if it's the publisher, some connections again, but it's really kind of weird in a sense that you have a guy who is definitely not a nobody. He has the connections, he's in the entertainment industry, like literally created a TV channel, releasing a book that had great critics, by the way. A book that you can buy, I mean, if now it's been a week probably, that you can buy on all major platforms, but first it was on book.io. Again, not sure that he advertised it in that way, and even so, would people take the risk of, buying on an unknown platform instead of waiting 1 week and getting it on their usual place where they have all their other books? Yeah, maybe not. But nonetheless, World Premiere is becoming a series, which says basically that there's more coming in, and that's great. It's like a use case that I didn't really think about, but a book with this collectible idea, those limited books with unique covers and so on, could be the place where, for the real fans, you're a real fan, you want to get it before anyone else, go there. You get a limited numbered copy, art that no one else has, knock yourself out. And I'm not sure how popular is Art Bell as a writer, but you have to think about the romance authors who have huge followings, huge fandoms. If those people, or rather when those people come and do something like this, and it's world premiere, the website is gonna break, for sure. So it's really encouraging that they managed to pull off something like that. And to be honest, 100 copies is not too shabby. 98% of books don't sell more than 200 copies. So it's already halfway there with just one platform. So pretty good. The Stuff token is trending slowly down on 7-day -4%. This is the USD chart, and it's officially below OG price in USD, or basically 0.7 cent, more or less. Little rebound here. Yep. So what's up with the token? I see a lot of negative comments or negative sentiment, and in the OG Book Club, people are they may be frustrated, but they stay respectful. They talk it out. So I really appreciate that it's not FUD for the sake of FUD. It's just people who are like, hey, we are sitting on a gem. Stuff.io is an awesome business concept, but it's not reflected in the price. It hurts, especially for those who bought at all-time high. Totally fair to be frustrated. It hurts to see your bag go down. It's not unique to Stuff. A lot of tokens are going down. Not all, but hey, you can always just have tunnel vision on the ones that are working out. But that's another story. I mean, ADA went down 90% from all-time high. People were, I guess, hurt and frustrated too. But hey, it's a cycle. What goes down must go up. And I think, with the creator portal coming out, people are really excited and thought that, okay, people would buy. The team said that they had a lot of contributions coming in, but we don't know the exact numbers, so we'll see how it turns out. And we don't get as many newsletters as before, so we are not sure what's going on. It feels like the team has been quiet a bit, and they've been taunting announcements or press releases for at least a few weeks, if not months. And people are like, no, what the hell? Like, nothing is happening. And so token price goes down because, yes, you can get tokens every month if you hold the Gutenberg Bible, and if you do LP farming on MintSwap. If memory serves, I think 50,000 tokens per day are issued to the farmers, and this is valid for a whole year. So yes, it's a lot of tokens that will come into circulation. Now, I think, just my take, not trying to influence anyone. The way I see it is that I'm gonna triple dip, that's for sure. It's super low for what it is, and I think that when they announce the Big Five, when they announce the new investor, who is a strategic partner, so who knows, is it a music label? Is it a movie studio? Is it a talent agency? I don't know. But no, they have things in the pipeline, and when it comes, price has to go up. I think this is not priced in, because the people I see in the book club, in the OG club, they know it's coming and they're holding. It hurts, but they're holding. But then I see online some comments on X like, oh, this is crap. The chart is crap. Oh, I'll buy when it looks better. So zero thought process, however, zero loyalty to the product being built. So completely ignoring the fact that we have a startup working their ass off for 3 years non-stop all the time with world-class talent. They built an app, they got famous people on there, they got billion-dollar companies investing in them. Again, there's a reason why you have retail investors and qualified investors. We don't have the resources to see everything. We are not in the publishing industry, just how it is. We don't have the experience. We don't have the skills to do the analysis of the product market fit and so on. They do, they invest. I don't know, follow smart money seems like not such a stupid thing. Of course, it's different because they have equity in the company, so they have some part of control. Whereas us, we have no ownership, no equity. It's just, if it becomes a success, then people will buy the token and we'll dump on them and make money. So, what I want to say is that the team is legit. they have big investors, they have big announcements coming up. Sure, if you look the last, I know this is what, since beginning of March, I mean, we are at some point at almost double what we are now. So, you know, in one day, we went up 60%. So, you know, it can happen. Just need ADA to pump as well. It's very strongly correlated. So I feel like at some point the price will go up immediately, and you know, all this sentiment will shift. That's it, it's a sentiment. It's not fact-based. The facts are that they're building a product. Hey, we have Mint and Print, we have the creator portal. What they need is the people, the users. They have this plan to have 1 million users this year. But if you cannot wait 1 year, then, well, tough luck. You'll watch the chart every day and well, you may not always be happy. But if you trust in the team, and yes, it is trust, because we don't know what's going to happen. But if you trust in the team and they get to this million users, and they are going to get this big 5 publisher with 60,000 ebooks, and maybe it will take the whole year to, you know, have them on the platform, but eventually it's going to come. And then this big 5, where they're going to advertise it as well. I was on the Simon & Schuster website before, and you can order books on their website. I'm not saying it's the big 5 that signed up, but they have a website where you can buy books. So imagine you go to this website and it's like, hey, buy it, like the physical version, buy it on Amazon, or buy it on book. And it's there as an option like anything else. Then we're gonna get more people. We're at the point where we need to, you know, drill through the wall, like break through the barrier and reach out to people. And it's hard. It's, you know, we're like, it's such an awesome idea for content creators. Why are they not jumping at it? Well, we need to ask them, but also we need to spread the word, like Fanday is doing. They have great connections, amazing to have such big influencers on board. So it's also on us to spread the word. Maybe you have favorite YouTube content creator, drop a comment like, hey, I don't want to subscribe to YouTube, but I want to buy your video. Have you checked Surf.io? I can walk you through it. Maybe like that. I think the thing is that we are trying to jump from the crypto crowd to retail, like to the masses. And I think there should be something in the middle ground, which would be still crypto, but the big accounts, like DZ with 1 million followers. And he's gonna release his book anyway. So now it's Cardano. When it's gonna move outside Cardano bubble, it's gonna explode because people are gonna see the potential the same way we saw it at the beginning. They will buy in. They'll be like, wow, that's super cheap. And which is just a matter of liquidity coming in. So that's from the crypto user side. And then from the retail side, it's having books to sell them, having content creators to publish there and spread the word. It's a process. It's gonna take time. We're gonna get there. I'm buying again, to be honest, for short-term trading, because I think when those news will kick in, we easily go back to 1 cent, because it was a strong kind of support level. So 1 cent is like it's like 50%. If you want to make 50%, I mean, I want to make 50% profit in 1 month. So I am on MEXC, so you know I put there X thousand of ADA that converted to USDT to buy stuff. Now I'm gonna wait and I'll make 50% profit, and I will roll that back into stuff when it's gonna go down again. Because as long as it's small, we definitely see the pattern. It's like, we went up with ADA and then we went down, but here you can see like this line here is really the bottom. Like every time we went up, not technical analysis or anything, but psychologically, who is buying? It's mostly the OGs who are putting back, growing their bags. And so question is, for them, psychologically, if it's below OG price, then it's a good deal. So if they have some powder left, they go back in. If you look at the number of holders, we are still at 11,000. It hasn't changed so much despite the action. And again, it's strongly correlated to ADA. So when ADA goes up, this will go up. I think it will go up less than ADA because that's what we noticed last time. But you can get exposure to both. Don't have to put all your eggs in the same basket. Okay, rant over. Just saying that at this price, it's cheap. When they get 1 million users, and there's 5 billion tokens outside of consume to earn, it's not many tokens per people. That's it, just it. Then I think the other thing is that, people are burning the token in the creator portal, and we don't know what the team is doing with that. They may resell it right away to fund their operations. So it's like, netting each other, like zeroing out the impact. Or maybe they are accumulating. They did mention marketing actions, and I think by this, what they may have meant is this new feature that when you buy a book with credit card, you get some stuff tokens back. So maybe instead of selling the token on the market, they're gonna sell it with content. And in that case, it's not impacting the market directly. And it's not enough stuff tokens for the new user to just dump it. And I don't think retail will dump. I think they will accumulate and maybe buy other books, join some book club, tip some content creator. I really think that what they're gonna accumulate, they're not gonna sell. Only the crypto bros will rent the hundreds of NFTs, do bot farms or try to game the system. But normal people, it will be like, I have a book, I can sell it, it's already better value proposition than anything else. And if I get some extra stuff in the process and I can connect with my favorite author, then it's awesome. So you see, there is the crypto part, there is the retail part. Retail will do well. And then when you think about it, stuff for now is not known, but if it becomes bigger, I'm not saying like Amazon or Audible, but something a bit less than that. But people start knowing it, or some people start knowing it, then it's very different impact to tell someone, hey, do you know that this platform where you already have all your ebooks, all your albums and videos, like let's call it, I will use Netflix, even though the scale is very different, but imagine, hey, you can invest in a Netflix token. That's powerful. Of course, all speculation. I have no idea where it's gonna go. My thesis is that hardworking team, announcements in the pipeline. If you look 1 year from now, they will have their 1 million users. Consume to earn, the marketplace. We'll have a beautiful ecosystem. 60,000 ebooks. So all authors now will know that this is legit. We'll go there, we'll publish there. So transformation is gonna happen. This is like, I don't know, it's crypto stuff. Book and stuff, it's not crypto. It's beyond that. So I'll end it here. Thank you for indulging me. And that's it for this week. Pretty quiet lately, some announcements in the pipeline. We'll see how big they are. In any case, it's going to be always positive news. Still waiting for the big 5 to be announced. I feel like it may take a few months still somehow. I'm not sure how it's going along with Catalyst, but it's there. It's gonna come. So as always, just sit back and relax. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.